On this 2015 to 2025 F150 with the 2.7 EcoBoost, P0456 means the PCM may have detected a very small fuel vapor leak in the EVAP system. The truck may not have any obvious drivability complaint. Often the main symptom can be the check engine light. Think of this as a sealed system problem first. Possible areas can include the fuel filler cap if equipped, the capless filler seal, loose or damaged vapor hoses, the purge and vent side of the EVAP system, the canister area, the fuel tank area, and the filler pipe area. The goal is not to guess at a part. The goal is to prove whether the system seals, find the leak if it does not, and then verify the repair. Before opening any fuel tubes or fuel system components, relieve fuel system pressure. Fuel can remain under high pressure even with the engine off, and a fuel spray can cause serious injury. Also handle fuel carefully and be ready for a spill, because spilled fuel can ignite from hot parts or other ignition sources. If you are using the EVAP leak detector with the onboard nitrogen generator, the fuel tank must be less than 85% full. Do not apply smoke to the EVAP leak detection control module. Soap solution around the fuel filler cap or capless filler pipe, and using a hydrocarbon analyzer to find this type of leak is not recommended. Start by running the available EVAP test with the scan tool. On hybrids, that is the COO EVAP leak test. On the other applications, use the PCM evaporative emission system test. If that scan tool test is not available on the vehicle you are working on, move to the next diagnostic step instead of getting stuck there. If the test passes for this very small leak code, the system is operating correctly at that moment. Clear the PCM DTCs and repeat the self-test. If it does not pass, check which EVAP codes are present and continue down the P0456 path. Next, inspect the EVAP system before connecting leak equipment. Look closely at the capless fuel tank filler pipe, the fuel filler cap if the truck has one, and the EVAP lines and hoses. You are looking for wrong connections, damage, loose vapor hoses, debris, contamination, or anything that keeps the system from sealing. For a capless filler, make sure the filler pipe is sealing correctly. The supplemental fueling adapter can be installed and removed 5 times in the capless filler pipe to help clear debris from the seal. Also inspect the canister inlet area, vent valve filter, and vent hose assembly for debris or contamination. Then run the available purge valve check with the scan tool. If you find a concern here, repair it as needed. Clear the PCM DTCs, repeat the self-test, and run the EVAP system test again. If no concern is found on this P0456 path, move on to leak detection setup. With the ignition off, connect the EVAP leak detector with onboard nitrogen generator or an equivalent tool. Be aware that smoke and airflow from this tool will not pass through liquid fuel, and liquid fuel may be sitting in the fuel tank filler pipe. Disconnect the fuel vapor to EVAP canister line at the EVAP canister purge valve, then connect a suitable hose adapter to that fuel vapor line connection. If the hookup is not complete, do not continue the test until the tool is connected correctly. Once the hookup is complete, use the same connection point for leak detection or for repair verification, depending on where you are in the job. For leak detection, remove the fuel filler cap or install the supplemental refueling adapter. Connect the supply hose into the suitable hose adapter and set the EVAP leak detector to smoke. Turn the ignition on, access the PCM controls, and command the EVAP canister vent valve closed by setting the EVAP PID to on, which is 100% duty cycle. Start the smoke supply. First, verify the connection at the fuel vapor to EVAP canister line near the purge valve is not leaking. If smoke does not come out of the fuel tank filler pipe after the system is pressurized, command the vent valve open. Once smoke is seen at the vent valve, command it closed again. When smoke exits the fuel tank filler pipe, install the fuel filler cap or remove the supplemental refueling adapter. Then keep applying smoke to the EVAP system. Use a halogen spotlight and follow the EVAP system path while looking for smoke escaping at the leak. Work the whole EVAP path. Check the hoses, the purge valve area, the vent valve area, the canister, the tank, the filler pipe, the tank area, and the fuel filler cap or capless filler inlet. Wiggle components and connections while watching for smoke. One important point: smoke under pressure may not reach a leak in the fuel tank filler pipe between the check valve and the fuel filler cap or capless filler inlet. If you do not see smoke leaking, visually inspect that filler pipe and cap or capless inlet area again. If you locate the leak, repair it as needed, reconnect anything that was disconnected, run the EVAP system test for repair verification, and then continue to the pressure verification test. If you do not locate a leak, reconnect all disconnected components and continue to the pressure verification test. Keep verification separate from leak hunting. For the pressure test, calibrate the flow meter using the 0.20 standard, then connect the supply hose to the vehicle through the suitable hose adapter. Set the EVAP leak detector to the 0.20 standard. Turn the ignition on, access the PCM controls, and close the EVAP canister vent valve by commanding the EVAP PID to on 100% duty cycle. Start the pressure supply. The ball in the flow meter should go all the way to the top, showing that the system is being pressurized. Continue pressurizing until the ball stops descending. Once it stops, compare it to the red pointer flag. If the measurement is below the indicator flag, the system has passed the pressure test. If the measurement is above the indicator flag, the EVAP system has an unacceptable leak. If the EVAP system passes the leak verification pressure test on this P0456 path, the test passed and no concerns are present. Clear the PCM DTCs and repeat the self-test. If it does not pass the pressure test, go back to the smoke leak detection step and keep the diagnosis in that loop until the leak is found or the earlier path needs to be rechecked. The takeaway: do not guess on a very small EVAP leak. Run the EVAP test. Inspect the sealing points, smoke the system correctly, and verify it with the 0.20 pressure test. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.